Hello and welcome to your May 2019 Tarot Scope. So this month I am going to do something a little bit different. With all the energy that we have just been or are continuing to work through with the two full moons in Libra, this big intense time of balancing and a lot of internal work being done with this balance as well. I have chosen to pull a card from the soul's journey to give each sign like an kind of an indication on what part of the soul or what message is coming through as far as soul work for them. Along with, I will pull 3 cards from the Golden Tarot and clarify it with 3 cards from the Goddess Tarot. If you are interested in scheduling or booking a reading, a one-on-one personal reading with me, my contact information is in the description box below. Please just drop me a line and we can set that up. Again, all of you who are here, if you are new to this channel, and in case you're not aware of it, I do have a Facebook page that I go live on Tuesday nights. That is called Tarot Talk with Penny. You can find me on Facebook there. So let's get going with this month's readings. Hello Gemini and welcome to your May 2019 Tarot Scope. So today, this month, how I am doing this is I am pulling a card for you from the soul's journey. With all this, the 2 full moons in Libra and all the balancing that has been going on with or without, our cooperation, whether we've gone kicking and screaming or going with the flow, I figured it'd be a great opportunity to tap into what's happening on our soul's journey for this month, as well as I will pick 3 cards, pull 3 cards from the Golden Tarot for information about the things that are happening for you, and 3 clarifying cards to give you a little bit of guidance as far as what to from there. So for you, Gemini, this new moon is in your 12th house. The 12th house is a house of, this is endings, this is new beginnings, this is a deep house. It is a house of karma, it is a house of healing, it is a house of subconscious. This is, as I feel like, a very strong spirituality coming through this. So for you, Geminis, I feel like this is going to be some pretty powerful aha moments of, really seeing clarity in a way that you have not seen it before. Geminis are very logical, and they have this, they think the thoughts are kind of like in a logical way before they work on that. I just feel like with Geminis being so logical, or it's so much mind-based, that they're a little bit challenged when it comes to just understanding things that can't be explained or physically proven. But it's very interesting. And then you also have this full moon in your 6th house. So this is the house of your health, fitness, everyday life, habits, organizations, service given, sense of usefulness. So I feel like what's going on for you this month, Gemini, is that there is this bigger awareness. There is this deeper awareness of something that is opening up and expanding for you, and it's really going to be reflected in change, creating some changes as far as your everyday life goes. So let's pull your soul's journey card and we will go from there. You had 2 that wanted to pop out, and so I'm going to pull them both for you. Self-esteem and empathy. So the first one, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. That really is right in alignment with your 12th house. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So I really like where I see this going for you, Gemini. I really do like where I see this going for you, because I feel like whatever has been going on in your life, whatever has been transforming in your life, It's bringing you to your most, it's bringing you to the reaching the best you that you can be. It's bringing you an awareness and an understanding of what your role or what you do in the world and how it affects like the bigger picture of, you know, the bigger scheme of things. So all right, and I really like this because it looks like there's a, I mean, I feel like this is going to be hard for you Geminis, but I like this for you. It looks like this is going to be some deep inner work for you on, you know, doubts and fears and insecurities you have about yourself. And also, you know, it's opening up something for you to be able to kind of feel from another person's point of view. And I really feel like, you know, with these two coming out together, that this is like something that's going hand in hand to really benefit a huge part of who you are, you know, right, authentically, I want to say that. And that's where we are right now. We're all doing this deep inner work and bringing out our authentic self. All right, so let's see for Gemini what the three, oops. All right, these, I wanted to pull cards, but these three came right up. All right, so let's pull these. And so I have the Nine of Wands in reverse. I have the Chariot upright, and I have the Judgment upright. So I first of all, them are two major arcana cards as well, so that's pretty significant in itself. It looks like the Nine of Wands is putting, you know, stop being so defensive, stop being so, you know, letting down your guard, not feeling like you got to keep something under lock and key and blocked. I feel like for you, with the Wands, it's part of your authentic feelings, how you feel. And I do, with this Chariot, and then this Judgment, I feel like for a lot of you, that this is where, you know, this soul work on your self-esteem and the empathy that are going to be tied in. I do feel like them are, for whatever reason, I feel like those two are working together on a very deep level. I do feel like for you Geminis that this is deep work. It's work that you are not comfortable with because it's in an area that I just feel is a very uncomfortable area for you. But you're recognizing something that you can't, you know, once again, I've been saying this for whatever reasons on different levels, you can't unsee something once you see it. And I feel like now you see it, and now you're delving into a very deep place. The 12th house is a very deep place for you to see something in that really changes things in a bigger way for you. Again, with this Chariot and the Judgment, this is it. This is that moment of truth. This is where, you know, that action is taken, where you move forward, and, you know, it's that place of judgment where are you going to do right by you for your authentic self, or are you going to take a merry-go-round to keep people pleasing, doing what society thinks you should be doing, or what society, you know, that kind of thing. This is really a place of breaking free into a whole new way of being. And I feel like this can be very scary for you. However, I feel like it's going to be very liberating when you do the work. There's the Magician. This says you can do this. This says, you know, put them fears, doubts aside, know your worth. And that's you know, one of the biggest things happening right now is you got to know your worth. And look at this. I mean, you can hear me shuffling, I'm sure. So here you got the Magician. This says you can make anything you want happen. You got wisdom, your intuition kicking in and telling you. These cards are in order right now. The Magician and then the Two of Wisdom. Again, two major arcana cards. You got things, you have a lot of twos coming out. You had 2 come out with the Soul's Journey. You had 2 major arcana cards in the first one. Now you got 2 major arcana cards in the third row. And so 2s are an indication of things are coming together. You know, it may not be in the way you had thought, the way you had expected, but it's really, here you go. There's the 3rd major arcana card, and this is the card of strength. This is saying you have the strength to, and the courage to really go for what it is you want and to achieve and receive this. The key to this is knowing your worth and being authentic with what you want. You know, being authentic. So you have to be true to your heart and soul and align with your heart and soul. And this is amazing. This is beautiful. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be, you know, the first part of this is going to be a little challenging. And I do feel like that because I feel like you're digging deep into an area that you're not used to delving in. And that with your 12th house, you know, is a house of things, and you know, you can't see it, but you feel it. And it's like almost like, well, it isn't almost like, you know, your heart and soul, and it's just resonating on a level. And again, I feel like you just, because you can't put you know, it doesn't make logical sense to you, you really struggle with that, Gemini. But I do see something very beautiful having the opportunity to come out of this if you step into that strength, courage, and take action. This is where, you know, here it is. Your intuition is saying it to you. Do what you got to do and move forward. I hope that serves you well, Gemini, and I will see you back here next month.